Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Nolan, or the Optimistic Gamer here, and welcome back to the Optimistic Survival Series. Today, we are finally going to get into some building. I have been working on our tree situation right over here. I even got our dark oak and acacia saplings planted. There they are. And we are just waiting for those to grow. I said last episode that we would be working on the horse stable, but after further examination of our chest situation, I have realized that maybe we should expedite our storage facility, and we are going to get on that today. Now, I found this big flat area right over here, and I think it will be a perfect spot to build our storage facility. It's large, it's flat, and it has plenty of room for expansion in the future should we need it, which I am sure we will at some point. But this is going to be our first permanent structure. That's not to say that this little starter house won't be here for memories, but eventually it will lose its function as being a living place, and it will serve almost as, well, like I said, a spot for memories where we can come back and reminisce of the early Minecraft days when we only had one death on the death counter, because I'm sure, unfortunately, we are not hey, there we go. Alright, we got our first dark oak tree. And the build palette, I even see a spruce over there. How perfect. So the build palette that I am going for on this storage facility will be the darker toned wood, so our dark oaks, our spruces, and maybe the bark of the cherry tree. I will be mixing in some stone as well, cobblestone, stone bricks, and probably some andesite. And I will also... what else will I be using? Maybe oak. We will see. But I do like the idea of keeping it a little darker, a little more rustic, medieval style for sure. We might even use some wool. We will just see how the build kind of goes. And I have not planned anything out at all, so I have no idea what direction this build is going to take. I know sometimes, and normally I would do this, I have just run out of time this week. I've been quite busy this week, both with videos and otherwise, so I just haven't had time to plan, but normally I will be planning my builds ahead of time before I go in and create them in the survival world. Plus, it's helpful to know what resources I need. So right now I'm just going to kind of clear out the grass in this area. I know it's kind of faster to wreck it by hand, but it's just kind of a pain. Plus, it's kind of satisfying to watch the water just sweep away the grass. I know it's not typical to have a starter house that doesn't have all of your needs taken care of within it, such as a basement with all of our chests. But as I said in the first episode, I am just a builder at heart, so to not get building right away, it pains me. So we have to get in here and create an awesome structure. And I am now getting a great idea popping into my head. We will do a very long building with a clock tower on top, and this will kind of serve as the whole city center. So I think we will start with our spruce logs, say maybe here, and let's go every 5 blocks with these. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel free to follow along if you'd like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we'll go for one more. Is that do we have an odd number? Yeah, we have an odd number in here, and we will do a couple sections. So the way I will do this is have the walls kind of set in. If you have been watching the mountain retreat, I am doing a similar style to that, at least for the exterior walls. And while I have said in the last couple episodes that I would be trying to cut less and less during videos, at least during the survival series, this episode there will just naturally be a lot of cutting due to the nature of planning and counting, because I don't want to bore you guys to death. I put a lot of planning into my builds, and Man, that is twice that I misaligned that. And I don't want to bore you guys with that because even I can get pretty bored with the whole planning process. But I will definitely bring you guys along for the building part like we are doing right now. So I think we will make this a 2-story structure. And we will do kind of a triangulated roof that kind of peaks at the middle. And then the clock tower will stick out on top of the build in the middle and be viewable from all sides throughout what will eventually be a very large town in this valley, I hope. So now I will just build all of these up and use the old scaffolding to break my fall. I did make some scaffolding off camera because the jungle trees sometimes can get very tall. I don't have an example right now, but I can't reach the top of them without building up. So I have to, and we are out of spruce wood. Okay, not to worry. I'm going to go ahead and grow a couple spruce trees. Let me see if I have bone meal. I don't, but I have 40 bones. So that will work just fine for us. And we are going to take this very far away. I don't know that we need to go too far, but far enough to where our grass that we would like to keep will not turn into podzol. So let's go right up here, I think would be a fine spot. Yeah, we'll go right here. We'll just plant these real quick, turn some of these bones into bone meal, and get a couple of large spruce trees, and then we should be good to finish that up. And I know the schedule on the channel this week has just been absolutely wild. I've been changing it left and right. I still intend on posting. I know today was going to be the last part of the hotel, or not the last part, but the second to last part of the hotel tutorial, but clearly it's not. So I will be still posting all of the content that I have planned, so the Batmobile and the hotel, the mountain retreat, all that. It will just kind of be at random these next couple days. I'm not even sure what to expect. Different videos take up different amounts of time to plan and record and even edit, just depending on its complexity. The mountain retreat, for example, there's no editing involved in that, but the planning time, it's about 3 hours of building for one video, so it definitely... Oh, I even made it, and I kept jumping. So it eats up a lot of my time. I give up. Alright, so we are just going to continue doing this pattern all the way around our build. Alright, so far so good. The rain is a little annoying, but we will sleep that away as soon as the sun goes down. I think what I'm going to work on next is the floor inside. It will be nice to have all of this dirt for sure for terraforming, because while the plains are relatively flat, they are not nearly as flat as I would like them to be. So we will get this going because I do want to do, back here for example, a little more terraforming, really make this build very distinct. Alright, the sun is setting, my iron shovel is broken, so we'll head back, make a new one, sleep past this storm, and continue work in the morning. So I need to gather a lot of stone for this project. Not a whole lot. I mean, we have... Actually, we have a lot more than I thought we did. So I take that back. We probably won't need very much stone, which is good, because early in the game that can be kind of tedious to acquire. And I see that some of our sugar cane has grown, so I will harvest that, because we do need to get our books going for the paper. So I will replant that. We now have 16 sugarcane stalks going. That will be perfect. And let's continue on over here. I did make the shovel, perfect. And I will finish digging all of this out. For the floor, I think I will probably go with a dark oak. I mean, again, it is too good to refuse, but I might do a special pattern with it. We will see. Alright, so we got quite a bit of dirt from that, so that is looking fantastic. And in the last episode with the dark oak that I got, we should have enough to fill in the floor, but we might be a couple short. That will be okay. We have some trees that have already grown, so we can use those if we need to. But we will just get going on the floor and kind of work our way up, almost layer by layer, I suppose. Alright, it looks like we are just a few dark oak wood short, so I will go chop down these trees over here. Maybe just one for now, because we don't really need it. I'm not intending on using it for the walls, so it will just be for the floors right now. And then the walls, we will probably do spruce planks on the outside, accent with, or I guess, a stone accent with spruce planks would be the way to phrase that. So let me head over here. We will finish this and get started on the base layer of the walls, which will be either cobblestone or stone bricks. I'm not really sure which one yet. I think cobblestone will have, this building's gonna have a clock tower on it, and I think cobblestone will have a much more clean and finished look to it, which is what we want for a nice, elegant building, especially considering the fact that we're using those dark oak planks on the inside. So let me get some cobblestone going in our furnaces here. There's some coal in that one. Let me get a little bit more, and we are going to need some more coal. So let me head into the mines. I do know of a... I thought there would be coal in there. That would have been awesome. But I do know of a spot. We are just going to go kind of down towards the stairs. If you remember, there should be a big cave opening once we get down here just a little bit of a ways. It's right past this lava pool where we got the obsidian last time. Right in here, we still have a few pockets of coal here and there. It's not going to work long term, but for us right now, this is all that we really need. So I will mine this and go throw it in the furnace. And that worked out well, because while we were gone, we got a little over a half stack of our stone. I will wait for this one to finish its process, and we can go ahead and turn these into stone bricks. I don't want to make a stone cutter just yet, because we are a little low on iron. I take that back. Let's go ahead and make a stone cutter. So let me grab an iron ingot, and is it 3 stone across the bottom? I think it is. Should be in here. Yes, 3 stone across the bottom. Not to worry at all. Go ahead and make that. And we will place this down. Oh, we'll put it down right here. Perfect. Alright, let's go start placing in our walls over here. So again, we are just going to do a stone brick base. Just like this, all the way around. This is why I needed all of that stone, because we are using a lot of it, but I think that is going to look very nice. We'll get some spruce going in there, which I chopped down that big tree, but I put the spruce away, so let me grab that. We have 18 of it. That'll be enough to at least get us started. I'll turn these into planks, and we can head over here and start working on our walls, and I think we will just kind of play around with some different panel designs, because we have these, they're 5 blocks apart. We have all these different panels, and we can do different shapes with them. We can do different window sizes. We can do whatever we want with them. So this is one option for the window. Here's another. I think I like this for, well, I guess this would be another, and this might be our winner. I think I'll have to see a few of them up next to each other. It depends on how we ultimately decorate the window, but I do want to do some fancy arches as well. So we will need some stairs for that. So let me make some spruce stairs real quick, and we will kind of get these into place. So let me do one in the corner here, like that. Of course, maybe we want to do these out of dark oak, because that will give us, not only will it match the spruce logs that we have on the outsides, but it will give us some awesome contrast. So let me grab the dark oak. Alright, I have our dark oak stairs and slabs. I also went ahead and harvested our garden out there, made some more bread, and I need to... I won't worry about the cows right now. This is a building episode, and when I'm building, nothing interrupts me. So let's put our stairs here. I'll try this, and then we could do that. We could also do this, although that might be a bit much. Let me try just slabs on the ends, and then, oops, and then the dark oak in the middle, although that's a little bit low. Let me put this scaffolding up so that we can actually get up here and kind of work on a design. I'm gonna put another row of spruce planks, and oh, we don't have any more logs. Bummer. Okay, so let's try... Again, this is all going to be trial and error. That's okay. Let's try something like this. So if we do that design, and then we kind of go up like that, and now we're out of slabs. Of course, they're all down here at the bottom. Let me pick these up, and then we'll place a little bit more scaffolding. Okay, and then if we did this, how does that look? It doesn't have as much of a rounded design as I had hoped, but truthfully, I don't actually think that's that bad. What if we put the stairs there, like that? That really rounds it off, and that's not a full block, not to worry. You know, I think we can get away with this design. I kind of like it. And I do like the two windows, how that looks. It needs a little bit more, though. Perfect. I really like that. It will definitely need some landscaping and texturing in the wall down here. I'll, you know, kind of mix in some stone and mossy stone and whatnot. But that lantern definitely adds to the look. I did bring the slabs down one so that the chain could fit on that top block. But I think that by doing this on all these sides, we will have a pretty spectacular looking build. Alright, so I'm going to need 11 more chains, 12 more lanterns, and a lot more spruce planks. That is a very tall spruce tree. Oh boy, I guess I can't finish chopping that down right now. Hopefully these guys leave soon. You know, it's a pretty good view from the top of this tree. Well, so far with it, I have absolutely zero complaints. We will just keep moving along with it. I need to get some glass for the windows so that we can kind of seal off the first floor. And then I need to figure out an interior layout for it. I also need to do our front door. I will kind of carve out a little spot for that. I'm going to center it just because I think a nice big grand front door would look quite nice, and we don't want that to be offset. So we will keep with the same pattern, and we will just put spruce planks up here for now and figure out a door on a later date. But we need to start to work on the next few levels, and for that we will continue, I think, with these spruce pillars. I see you. Don't come near that build. I should probably, you know, just make sure that there's not any other creepers lurking around. I think we're okay, just besides that one, but we'll keep an eye out. Hey, get away from there. Get away. Okay. We'll just pretend like he's not there, and if we don't see him, he can't see us. Did he go? Is he inside now? That might be the last straw. I swear, if he's in here... Oh, good, he despawned, I think. Nope, there he is. Okay. And he sees us now. Alright, we've had enough adventure in the last few episodes. It's nice to have a change of pace building, but I don't really want to deal with him right now, so we're not going to. Simple as that. Let's work on the enchantment table a little bit more because we have to chip away at the progress. Eventually we will be there with our bookshelves. We already have 8 books, so we're doing pretty good for ourselves. Let me go ahead and breed the cows once more. I didn't realize we only had 3 of them, and why are my particles off? There we go. Okay, so the cows have been bred, and we have a little bit of leather, I think. We have 7 right now. We also have some paper and some books. So why don't we make ourselves some bookshelves with what we have? And I think I got the idea, maybe since we're not going to need all of this for storage right away, I think we will set this up as kind of a multi-purpose facility, including our enchantment table. So let me grab this, and we will bring it in to our new multi-purpose facility and start to set this up. I think right here in the corner would look quite grand. Or not in the corner, at the edge. At the end of the hall. Whoa! Right. Oh, dang it. Well, Oh. Gotta keep the heart rate up somehow, I guess. Just fill this in with slabs. Wow. I totally forgot that he existed. But I'm awake now, don't worry. And we survived, and the floor kind of survived. So we're doing alright for ourselves for our first real creeper explosion. By the textbook definition, that is. So let's go ahead and set out and find some glass. And for that, I will be bringing along my trusty iron shovel. And we shouldn't need anything else. So I think, you know, I remember this area vaguely. There was a large ocean, but I don't recall there being a beach. Now, if we head over this way, which we still need a name for our horse. So, again, I need some suggestions. Leave them down in the comments. What do we name our horse? I want to have a few suggestions so that we can have a vote. So, keep leaving your ideas. I've already seen a few, but keep leaving them in the comments. And I could be totally wrong, but I think we have horse armor. I should probably equip that. Alright, I see some sand over here. I remember we saw that shipwreck. So yeah, of course it would make sense that there is a beach over here. So we will head over there, get ourselves probably a couple stacks of sand, and head back home. Alright, my shovel broke, but we got just under 2 stacks, so we will head home and get this in the furnace. And then all that stone should be finished. I'll figure out a use for it. Not really sure what though. I was thinking about maybe having some sort of line so that we could divide the first floor from the second floor, but I will just have to see how that looks because we have all those dark oak arches going over as well. Well, our homestead is definitely looking much more lived in at this point, which I am really happy with. I need to get a couple more saplings on those. Alright, let's get our horse back into the fence, and let's get this sand into the furnace here, so that we can get some glass going. Oh, I guess I did take all the stone out. Perfect. And we will go ahead and divide these evenly. Oops. Alright, so while that cooks, I need to think about how I want to divide the first and second level. So let me grab the scaffolding and then we'll get up there and we will use some more of those spruce logs as well. I think we will continue the spruce logs all the way up, but I'm also thinking that maybe we could do a sideways pattern with them like this, but I'm not exactly sure how this will look. So let me go down here and step away. We'll kind of decide. I don't think that's going to work for us. It's too dark and those gaps, they just look a little strange. So I think if we actually kind of leave it and don't really have any barrier or separation between the first and second floor, I think it will look just fine. So I will go up 4 blocks on all of these in total. And the second floor is going to be just a little bit shorter than the first floor, only by 1 block, but instead of the 3 block tall windows, it will just be 2 blocks tall instead. But that'll help it not feel so tall. I am very happy with this look now. We just need to figure out a pattern that is a little different than what we have down here to do up top, just to give it a little more separation. But I think before we do that, I'm going to get started on a roof, and I think for that I will do a cobblestone outline. And you know, honestly, I'm stuck between doing a spruce fence, or not spruce fence, spruce planks or dark oak planks, but we will have to see what we like more. Well, the lanterns are keeping the mobs from spawning, so that is a huge benefit. And you can see I have started framing out the roof a little bit. As I was working on this, I had a great idea. So I'm going to take these spruce logs, I'm going to make some spruce wood, so the log variant, I guess, and that will kind of be almost like an A-frame for this roof, and then we will do, I think, spruce planks mixed in. This tall grass is driving me absolutely nuts. So we will do that. That log we will continue all the way up, and we will do some spruce up there as well. So we are just about finished with this, and again, I'm loving the way it's coming together. Of course, we will have that big grand clock tower in the middle as well. But for now, I need some more cobblestone, so I am heading into the mines. Alright, so let me show you kind of what I was talking about with the roof here. So the way it's going to work, these are just temporary blocks, thank goodness. I would never build with dirt on, at least not on a build like this. I'm just going to kind of work my way up with the spruce wood until we reach the top, and I don't know, I'm wondering if I should go all the way to the top. I think I will just see how it looks, and then I will do the spruce stairs after that, in between all of the, I need to make more spruce stairs, in between all of the sets of spruce wood. You know, I think it might look better. That's not going to work on that. I think it might look better if we go all the way. Let me step back again and see. I think I will like that a little bit more. So let me get some more spruce stairs. Let me make some more spruce wood, and I will go ahead and finish up the roof. I do need to light the inside, though. That would be catastrophic if I did not do that. Are you kidding me? Another patrol. That is the second one in like the last half hour for me. Again, we're just going to kind of mind our own business. There's 4 of them. We're just going to kind of mind our own business and scoot past them, act like nothing's happening. So now you can see the progress on the roof. It's looking absolutely fantastic. I'm almost done with the A-frames using the spruce wood. It is a little costly because 1 block is, well, 4 blocks is, I don't know, I can't do the math. It is so late right now. It's 4 spruce logs for every 3 blocks. So it's a little more than I'd like it to be, but for the look that I am going for, it is absolutely perfect, and I'm glad it's all working out. So hopefully with all of these A-frames in place, and once I make all the stairs, hopefully I will have enough spruce wood to do all of the stairs. It frightens me that I don't know where that patrol went. Well, after the number of axes and shovels I've gone through for this project, next episode we're definitely going to have to get back into the mines and get ourselves some more iron, and hopefully get ourselves a fortune enchantment as well. Within the next few episodes, I would like to hopefully get into the nether and see what kind of nether spawn we are dealing with. That is always fun to get in there for the first time, so expect that in a couple episodes as well. Okay, so I was just about to go over and breed the sheep because we need a bunch of wool for the clock tower, and then I just see this. What happened to our chicken? I can't believe it. We had a whole thing last episode. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Alright, that was lucky. Yeah, redemption. The game knew. They knew they were going to be in big trouble if they shorted me a chicken. And I need to get those chickens bred as soon as that other one grows up. That way, nothing like that ever happens again. So I am about finished with the roof. I had to go back and make a few more stairs to finish this little section, but then it will be finished. I can assure you this is the last time I will be doing a build of this large of scale without planning it ahead of time, because having to run back and forth getting more resources was a huge pain. So it's nice to always know ahead of time what I will be using. So the clock tower will be, the way I envision it in my head, it will have a base, a square base that is made out of stone brick that goes to the top of the roof, and then it will be the spruce logs on the side of it and the spruce planks filling in. So let me get to work on that. Like I said, the clock tower face is going to be white, so we will need the wool for that. And we will need our stone bricks, which are in here. And we will head up here and get to work on this. Alright, so the middle is going to be right here. So I think if we go to about here, that should be good. That, my friends, is not a square. Let me fix this. Alright, I'm going to need a little bit more stone brick now. But I will start, well, I need more spruce too. See what I mean about the whole materials thing? I'm just going to get everything all in one big lump sum. Alright, I've gotten the clock tower in place with a roof on top of that. I am very, very happy with how this build is turning out. All we have left now, I'm not sure I like the spruce up there. I'll change that later on. All we have left now is the second floor and the windows. I will do those real quick and then we will call it a day. Well, I think that is where we are going to leave this build. I even managed to get a couple more bookshelves in the process, so we will head inside. There's not a whole lot going on inside right now, but that will change probably next episode or in between episodes, similar to what I did in terms of landscaping between episode 2 and 3, I think it was, maybe 1 and 2, with the house. I will do the same with this, add a lot of landscaping, plant some trees around, and make this look even better. But I think we can definitely call this a success. I'm absolutely loving the side profile of this building. I'm not loving the tall grass everywhere still. Oh my goodness, it needs to go. I will work on that a little more as well. Flatten this area out for next time. But guys, that is going to do it for this episode of the Optimistic Survival series. If you did enjoy this video and you would like to see more just like it, be sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you have any requests, you can leave those in a couple ways. The first is via the link that just appeared in the top right corner. The second is down in the comments below. If you need to contact me, you can DM me on Twitter or Instagram at OptimisticGMR, and my website is theoptimisticgamer.com. My email is contactoptimisticgamer@gmail.com. That is it. That is all the info. So comment, like, subscribe, remember to stay optimistic, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye.